That was close. Woo. That was flipping close. Welcome, this is Solo P1. Welcome to the final whistle player ratings game 1 of the Premier League. Ipswich versus Liverpool. We was looking shaky in that first half, to be fair. We was looking shaky, man. But it is what it is. We got the points on the board. And we are now temporarily on top of the table. Because we scored more goals than United. So I think we're on top by goal average. But it is what it is. I'm not even looking at that, man. It's the first game of the season. I'm just glad that we won. We was looking shaky in that first half, man. Unbelievable the way we was looking shaky. Oh man, that was. It's nice. It's nice to be back, man. It's nice to be back in the Premier League. I'm happy for Liverpool. So far, so good for Arne Slot. That's all we need, man. Just keep going. But I do want to sign some players. I don't think there's 11 days to go for the transfer window. We need to sign some players. We need to capitalise on this momentum that we're going to be on. Hopefully, we're going to be on that momentum, the momentum train. And we need to get some players in, man. That's all it is, man. It's just getting some players in. That's all it is, man. So, I'm going to do a quick one today because I've got some other stuff. I've got to go out and do some stuff, some errands. Plus, I've got to come back and do I'll do a FIFA video. Look out for that on my channel later on. That's going to be a pre-record. Eusebio. I'm doing his new card drop yesterday. I'll do FIFA card, FIFA player reviews as well. But yeah, we're going to get straight into this in a minute. I just can't believe it, man, that, you know, Trent Alexander played good. I know we got taken off towards the end. Jota was excellent today. Diaz was good, but obviously he missed a few chances. But you know what? He's still there, man. He's still there. I'm not sure how long he's going to be a Liverpool player, though. The way Barcelona are kind of flapping their gums that they want him. But we'll see how it's going to go. I think there's 11 days to go to the transfer window. I am just so happy that we got the win out of the way. So, enough of me rambling on. Let's go straight into the player ratings. This is how we're going to do it. I know they've got the old tops on there. The old football tops. I haven't really fixed that yet. But we will. Look. At the beginning, I've got to admit, to be fair, I'm going to give Ipswich some credit. You have to give them some credit, man. You have to give your enemies less than that, Man United. Look. Ipswich was playing good today. They came up as fast and very aggressive today. Ipswich, they didn't even look like listen, to be fair, Ipswich didn't look like they didn't look like a championship team today. They looked like a Premier League first half. In the first half, they took it to us. They was aggressive. There was some hard tackles during that first half. Think he should have been taken off. I think he should have got a yellow, if you ask me. Burns. The foul on McAllister, he got the yellow. He should have got a second yellow for that blatant handball. It was a blatant handball when he was tangling with Jota. That should have been off, but he stayed on the pitch not long after he got. I think he pulled his hamstring, a slight pull, and then he tried to carry on, and eventually they took him off, Burns. But we was looking shaky in the first half, man. I was thinking, look, is it going to start falling from now? We're going to start losing all these. We're going to start losing. We're going to start going on that downward spiral. I saw people on Twitter, on X, should I say. I'm never going to be able to get that Twitter away, you know. That is just ingrained into my head. I'm trying to change, but it just keeps coming back to Twitter. But anyway, I watched that game. I saw the people on social media criticising Liverpool. Yeah, they were crap in the first half. They didn't look good. They looked like they were still in the training ground, going through routines, but they didn't look good in the first half. But the second half, the way they come out today was absolutely amazing. And I'm going to go through the player review now. Right, let's start with Alisson. He was alert to keep out a number of efforts. He was keeping that efforts in the first 45 minutes. He made some spectacular saves during the game. And especially towards the end as well, the last 20 minutes of the game, he saved Liverpool. That goal could have been a potential goal. Could have been 2-1 today. But Alisson kept the goals out. Played brilliant today. I'm going to give Ali an 8 out of 10. So I'm going to give Ali an 8 out of 10. So let's do this. What am I doing with this music? What's going on with this music, man? Here you go. Simple. 8 out of 10. I'm going to give Alisson. That's what he deserved today. 8 out of 10, Alisson. He was good today. Yeah, brilliant. So, the next one is Arnold. Look, Arnold today, he did make some important tackles. I just hope he signs a contract, you know. He made some important tackles today, Arnold, at the back during the game in the first half. The first half, he showcased all his creative talents in the first 45 minutes. But in the second half, he kind of slacked off a little bit, but he was still in the game. He was involved in a lot of Liverpool attacks for the first 2 goals. He was involved in that. But overall, that incisive pass, that slick, incisive pass, the through ball to Salah, and then Salah to Jota for the first goal. For that, he's going to get an 8 out of 10 for me, Arnold. But towards the end, he kind of slowed down a little bit. Not a little bit, but just slightly. And that's what it took him off for thingy. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Trent. Where's Trent? There you go. There you go. So he's going to get an 8 out of 10 like Ali. Quansah made some good blocks but struggled on occasion. To be fair, he did struggle on occasion. For me, I would have started Konate. That's what I done my player lineup yesterday on my channel. You can go and check that out on my channel. I would have started Konate, but I went with Quansah to see how it goes. He did, like I said, he made some good blocks, struggled on occasion with the physical Liam Delap, because Delap was running at him and he was kind of struggling a little bit with him, and that's why I think they took him off in the first half. At the end of the first half, and the second half, obviously Konate come out to replace him. So Quansah, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. Where is he? There you go. He's got even the older top on here. So I'm going to give Quansah a 6 out of 10. Next one. Virgil van Dijk. He was solid enough today, Virgil. He was solid. He was more assured in the second pass. No, in the second half of the second pass. He was more assured in the second half, as he used to be. Like use his physical presence during the game in the second half. First half he was okay, but second half he definitely come into his own. Just when the team came into his own. But I'm going to give Virgil van Dijk a 7 out of 10. Thought he was solid at the back today, and especially the second half, he just clicks into gear. We saw the old Virgil van Dijk. So you know when Virgil's there, he's just going to be solid at the back. He's always reliable. So I'm going to give him 7 out of 10 for VVD. Where is he? VVD. There you go. 7 out of 10. Now, Andrew Robbo. First half, he was terrible. He was terrible. He was clumsy. It became more like, at the beginning, the first 20 minutes, he was all over the place. He was struggling at the back. He's shown his age a little bit, in my opinion. But as the game grew on, he grew on. He started to grow into the game a little bit better. So overall, I'm not going to give him a high number. I'm going to give him an average number. I was going to give him a 5.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 5.5 because I think that's what he deserves. I thought he improved a little bit from the first 20 minutes of the game, but overall, I don't think he looked like he was struggling on that side. I'm not sure if it's like the beginning of the season. He's not fully fit up to Premier League standards yet. I don't know. But today, I don't think he had the best of game, Robbo. So I'm going to put Robbo in the 5.5. And guys, if you don't agree with me, let me know in the comment section. Let me just put Robbo there. There you go. 5.5. Got my notes here. Ryan Gravenberch. He was the deepest midfielder today. And after a steady, he was quite steady. He was really deep in his play. He wasn't really that good in the first half. I thought he was quiet in the first half, if I have to be honest. But in the second half, he looked like a completely different player. It's like he went into the changing room and Slot said to him, "Go and do your thing. Go out in the second half and show what you're made of. Show the people out there what you're made of." Some team talk. Because when he came out, yeah, he was a completely different player. He busted midfield, in my opinion. Dominic Szoboszlai. He busted midfield. His passes to Salah for the second goal was absolutely amazing. So for me, I'm gonna give Dominic Szoboszlai a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. Dominic Szoboszlai. Second half, he was absolutely immense. I'll give him a 6.5. First half, I'm going with Ryan Gravenberch. First half, it wasn't that really good. Different again, similar to Sabo. Wasn't that really good in the first half, but in the second half, he looked like a different player and busted midfield in the second period. He grew into his own, Ryan Gravenberch, and he was really good. First, he basically just like Dominic Szoboszlai. He grew into the game. Second half, it's like him, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Ryan Gravenberch, and Robbo grew into the game as it went on, but not so much with Robbo, but more Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai. They grew into the game, so I'm going to give him the same. I'm going to give him a 6.5 for Ryan Gravenberch. Same as Sabo. So next one, McAllister. He got stuck a little bit during the game in midfield. He lacked that bite. I'm not sure if he's still tired from that international break. He did have a long season, to be fair. Went to the final, Copa America, won it. But he, as the game got on again, same pattern again. As the game got on, he looked a little bit better in midfield. He showed up his performance in this. Then from the first half, he wasn't that good. But in the second half, he showed up his performance and he showed promise during the second half. So, but not as much as Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai. So I'm going to give him just underneath them. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for Mac 10. But I think as the season progresses, he's going to be absolutely outstanding. So I'm going to put him. We'll get look next to Kwanzaa. Now let's get on to the strikers. Right, had the beating of Liffey Davis. He had him on toast today. He had him on pilchards, man. He was the pilchards. I think he was the toast standard. Had the beating of Lefty Davis for much of the first half, as Liverpool used him as their transition focal point. He was doing a lot more assists today than he usually does, Mo Salah, and I think that's what they should bring him into the game. Now Salah's getting a little bit older. They need to bring him. He needs to do more assists. Try and take the burden off him from running down the wings every single minute, because he's getting old now. He's in his 30s. I mean, we want him to last as long as we can. He can. We've got a long season ahead of us. There's more games being played, and hopefully he can progress. He can start doing more passes and assists. So Salah had the beating of Liverpool Davis, like I said, and he put one on the plate for Jota, and then took his goal well as the Egyptian once again started his new Premier League season. Perfect. Exactly. Started his new Premier League season a good note, and hopefully Salah can progress through the season. But we need someone to come in and help him out, you know. We don't want Jota we don't want Mohamed Salah doing all the runs all the time, because it's not going to be good for him at his age. By the time he gets to the second half of the season after Christmas, he's going to be done in, and we don't want that. But the good thing about it is no African Cup of Nations, so he's going to get more rest this season like he did last season, more than he got last season. No African Cup of Nations, which is a good thing. When we've got an international break, but I don't think he plays, and that'll give him more time to rest up as well. It's going to be good for Salah. That's if Salah stays with the club this season. We still don't know yet. So I'm going to give Salah 8 out of 10. Mohamed Salah is getting an 8 out of 10 for me. There you go. So, Diego Jota illustrated his ability to create something from nothing, as always. We know Jota. For me, Jota is the most clinical finisher in Liverpool. More clinical than Salah, more clinical than anyone in there, really. And Jota, he just creates something out of nothing. He can get in them small pockets, weaving in and out, and do his thing. You get me? He helped Diaz out. He scored a goal himself. He bounced back through with a cool finish to give Liverpool the lead. Absolutely amazing today, Jota. I'm going to give Jota a 7. No, you know what? I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. 7. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Jota was absolutely amazing today. 9 out of 10, man. Let's get this up there. So Jota's at the top of the pile. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. Standard. What's next? Luis Diaz. Show these. Look, we know what we're gonna get with Diaz. He's gonna trouble defenders running down the wings. Sometimes, for me, sometimes it looked discombobulated towards the end when they was making runs together. You know, when our front three always used to run good together. We had Mane, Salah, and Firmino all ran perfect together. Every time they did run today, it seemed like that Jota, it looked like he was a bit discombobulated sometimes, you get me? And sometimes he just didn't like control the ball. But we know we can expect that from Diaz. I'm talking about Diaz now, Luis Diaz, sorry. So Luis Diaz, for me, he showed some promise at the beginning. He looked dangerous during play. He was a threat throughout the whole of the game. But it's a shame he didn't get a goal, because I think he deserved a goal today, Diaz. But he didn't get the goal. Maybe next time. But we don't know how long he's going to be staying with us again. We don't know, because we know how Barcelona is. But Diaz, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think he deserved it. I'm highly critical of Diaz. But today I thought he had a good game. Where's Diaz? He's not on there, is he? Let me see if I can get Diaz on here. See if I can get Diaz. Where is he? There he goes. So I'm going to put Diaz on there. 7 out of 10 for Diaz. Next to VVD. Now, Konate. He came on for Kwanzaa at the break. And for me, he looked like he was the better defender today. That's why they brought him on. He brought him on. He showed why Konate is my favourite defender after you got VVD. Konate is so essential for our football club. The only thing with Konate, as we all know, is him staying fit. He gets injured easily, but apart from that, I know it's a big thing, but I think today was absolutely amazing. Today, he came on. Obviously, he had less to do, but you could see that he shored at the back. He shored up the back for us. It was more solid at that back. But by that time, I think Ipswich kind of ran out of steam. They threw everything at us today, Ipswich. They threw everything at us today. It is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, Konate, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Bradley. He looked alert and lively when he came off the bench. and nearly bagged a stoppage time goal towards the end. But again, Conor Bradley, eventually, Slot will have to make a decision where, because you can't have Conor Bradley on the bench. He's too good. He's gonna have to make a decision. I think eventually he's gonna put Trent in midfield. In my opinion, I think he's gonna put Trent in midfield, and I think that's just the way it's gonna be in the end. He already hinted during his an interview. I was watching Slot. I was watching the interview, and he said that Trent, he can play good in midfield. He saw him in the World Cup. I'm not sure what he meant by that because he hardly played, but you know, he said that he looked good in midfield. I watched him for England in other games. He watched him at Liverpool, that how he could play that inverted role. So he can really play midfield or fullback. I think eventually he's gonna test that Trent in the midfield, because Conor Bradley needs to start, in my opinion. He needs to have Conor Bradley as a right back, and I think Trent's going to be pushed up to midfield, in my opinion. I reckon eventually that's the way Slot's going to go. So, yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. So, for me, Conor Bradley, he looked alert during the game. Like I said, nearly bagged the goal. So, I'm going to give Conor Bradley a 7 out of 10. Right, there you go. Conor Bradley, 7 out of 10. Cody Gakpo added more pace and directionness when he came on. Introduced what he did, like he came on late, but he still played good when he came on. Shame he couldn't start, but obviously they're gonna go with Diaz until Diaz leaves, if he does leave. But Cody Gakpo for me had a decent game, and I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10. Cody Gakpo, 7 out of 10. Where's Gakpo? There you go. 7 out of 10 for Cody Gakpo. And Tsimikas, he came on. It was neat and tidy. I'm surprised that Tsimikas didn't start this game, because he played for most of the preseason, and then when the game started, they didn't play him, which I thought was a bit weird. I thought Tsimikas would have started. I think he deserves that because he had a good preseason. But when he came on, it was a lot neater, a lot more tidier, a lot more solid at the back than Robbo was. That's why they took him off. And for me, Tsimikas is going to get a 6 out of 10. 6.5. Actually, I'm going to give him a 7. Arne Slot. For the first half, obviously, we were in the toilet. We were struggling. Ipswich was pressing us. They threw everything at us in the first half. That's why in the second half, they kind of died off a little bit. But for me, I think Arne Slot had a resurgence in the second half. He came on. He must have, I don't know what he said to his players, but whatever he says and whatever the tactics was, it worked. So for me, Arne Slot is going to get 7 out of 10. I haven't got his picture on there. I don't think I have. Let me see if I can get one on there. Yeah. I think he had a good second half. His tactics changed, and it worked. And good for him. See if I got one of him on here. There you go, got one here. So Arne Slot for me is gonna get he's gonna get a 7 out of 10 for me. Let me see if I can add him on here. There you go. 7 out of 10 for Arne Slot. Arne Slot. There you go. So he's going to get a 7 out of 10 for Arne Slot. And that's it. That's a player review, man. That's the player review. That's me, what I'm going to give Liverpool. So I'm going to recap on everything. The highest, Jota, 9 out of 10. In 8th, the 8 points, 8 out of 10. Them 3 there. Alisson and Trent and Salah. 7th, VVD. Diaz, Conor Bradley. There you go. There's the manager, Tsimikas. And there you go. They're the ones that I'm giving, and that's the way I'm going to do it today. And that's it, man. No Nunes. Oh, yeah, I forgot Gravenberch. Did I put? Yeah, I put Gravenberch on there. No Nunes. No, flipping, what's his name? What's his name? I mean, what's his name? I don't think he'd play for Liverpool again, to be fair. I don't think he's going to play for Liverpool. Endo. You know, that's it, but it is what it is, man. I wish Endo would have played. I thought Endo's got something left, you know. I don't want to really diss Endo. But it is what it is, man. I'm going to be signing that now, guys. Remember to smack that like button. I've got 1,000 people watching the other channel. 2 people watching me. But all I ask for, guys, smack that like button. Big up to everybody.